Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. We are Chase and Melia, and we're so happy you guys are here today. We are doing what you have asked. We are going to finish our DO video. We had started the KBS K-pop video, episode 81, and we reacted to Falling Like the Stars, which...
Fantastic.
If you haven't seen it, go watch it.
Wow.
The original and our reaction, because oh my goodness, that man. His voice is butter. It's just... You should definitely check that out if you haven't. So we're going to continue today. We're just going to react to Supermarket Flowers, that one song, because there's a lot of songs on here and we're very, very excited. But before we get to this video, we wanted to take a moment to feature today's sponsor, phenyxpro. They create affordable budget products for any musician that performs live. And today we are talking about the PDP-2 system. This is a wireless microphone system that has an elegant and portable design, and it's reliable and convenient for any on-the-go performer.
Before we get into the specifics of the whole system, these mics are for people who aren't super tech savvy. They're for people who don't need like this crazy recording setup. It's for people like us who just want something to plug in and work the first time. We used to gig regularly, and this would have been an amazing system because it's literally plug in, turn it on, and things work. The microphones are cardioid pattern dynamic handheld microphones, and they capture your original sound and deliver stable, reliable performance. They also have really good pure sound off-axis noise rejection so that you can have a live performance with a lot of sound going on, and it's not going to pick everything up. It's just going to pick up your voice. It also has a tunable UHF design so that you can have a lot of different frequency groups. That way you can not have interference when you're running wirelessly.
The receiver for this system has great battery life, USB-C charging port for convenient and fast charging.
With a range of almost 200 feet line of sight, this is an amazing product just by itself.
Right now, phenyxpro is having a Memorial Day sale where you can get 15% off both their PTU-52 and their PTU-5200 wireless microphone systems, and 10% off all other wireless microphone systems. So if you guys are looking to jump into having your own wireless microphone system, now is a great time.
For the rest of the products on the website, you can use our link in the description box below for 5% off. So if you're looking for a budget-friendly, easy-to-use equipment for your band, church, solo gig, whatever, be sure to check out phenyxpro.
All of the information is in the description box below. Thank you so much, phenyxpro, for sponsoring today's video, and let's get to it. Oh, Ed Sheeran. I didn't know that. I'm silly.
I took the supermarket flowers from the windowsill, threw the day old tea from the cup, packed up the photo album, Matthew and May, memories of a life that's been loved. Took the Gail Wilson cars and stuffed animals, pulled the old ginger beer down the sink.
I have to.
That's fine.
I have to talk about it.
That's
I have to talk about it.
You should talk about it.
So the last time we watched this, he sang for 2 seconds, and we went, oh.
Yeah.
And what did we say last time? Anyone remember?
Sounds like he's speaking.
Yeah, sounds like he's speaking. He's not doing wild, crazy, impressive stuff, but that's the beauty, I think, of what we're talking about here. And this is why we want to encourage all you people out there who are interested in singing, is that it's not actually, you don't have to be that showy.
Right.
You don't have to do all the notes in order to sing something or to perform in a way that makes people just melt.
Absolutely.
So just keep it simple and use your air and speak.
Yeah, if you've ever tried to sing songs that are like this, that are pretty casual in their range and just even in like the way they're written, if you've ever tried to just speak it, like literally just speak the words like you would, and then add pitch to it. I mean, we talk about that on our channel often, how even when we speak, there's pitch to what we're saying, and natural inflection, and obviously different languages have different things. But when you just speak it, like speak the words out like you would be talking, it really helps connect those dots of like true resonance and of natural singing. Like you have a video that we made a long time ago about finding your natural voice. And this is a great way to try to figure that out is speak through your songs. It sounds like he's talking to a melody,
Yeah.
you know? It's very musical theater, but not in like a
showy,
you know,
yeah.
not like in a showy way, like in their very casual singing, speaking way.
Well, that's what I want. You know, it's people when they try really hard.
Absolutely.
You can hear that, and there's something that sounds kind of inconsistent in what they're in their vibrato or their phrasing, or you know, the beauty of their voice becomes really inconsistent.
Absolutely.
But when you lean into how your voice just sounds, this is just how your voice sounds. Lean into that, give it air. It's going to be beautiful.
Yes, like this already is.
Like this already is.
Dad always told me don't you cry when you're down, but mom does a tear every time that I blink. Oh, I'm in pieces, it's tearing me up. I know a heart that's broke is a heart that's been loved. So
I mean, that's a pretty wide range. Just da 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 na 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 na, when he'd been staying in like maybe a fourth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it sounds the same. It's not like wide, like crazy, but like that's a big enough range where you would expect to hear a resonance shift.
Yeah.
If somebody wasn't like sending good energy, like that's where you can hear like weakness a lot of times in amateur singers or even just, I don't know, untrained singers, maybe we would say.
Well, and I would say even a lot of trained singers that we know,
Right.
Your immediate instinct would be to send that high note back. So
Right.
Let me listen to it again.
oh, I'm in pieces, it's tearing me up.
Okay.
I know.
So a lot of people go, oh, or they're, you know, the whole time they're singing really good. And then they go, oh, I'm in
Yeah.
I'm in pieces. You know, where they're taking that beautiful resonance and clarity that they've had this whole time, and then they go, oh, I'm in where they really make it, you know, because they think it's going to be too dark, but oh, I'm in pieces, but
Tearing me.
oh, I'm in pieces, it's tearing me up, but I know. Versus, oh, I'm in I'm in oh, I'm in pieces, it's tearing me up. It's like you lose all that beauty that, you know, it's the same when you're down in the middle of your voice that it is up high. Like you got to resist the urge to change it just because it's getting higher. I better do a bunch of stuff to make it not sound too bright or bad or nasal or whatever.
Totally.
Lean into where you're already having success right in the middle of your voice.
Yeah.
It can be that easy, even up high.
Absolutely. And I think that one of the things you can focus on, because it's easy to be like, okay, don't think about anything. Like, don't do anything. And then you freeze. Yeah. I think one of the things you can focus on is your air, because that's how he's getting these really connected phrases that keep that resonancy consistent. Is you have, you know, if there's an ascending line, like send more air. That always is like the fundamental to really good resonance and good singing is how you use your air. It's not just taking the deep breath, but it's also how you use it through the end of the phrase, constantly keeping it moving. That's going to give you this sound that he has right here.
All your air, all the time.
All the time.
A heart that's broke is a heart that's been loved. So I'll sing hallelujah. You are an angel in the shape of my mom. When I fell down, you'll be there holding me up. Spread your wings as you go. When God takes you back, He'll say hallelujah, you're home.
Nobody told me this is the saddest song ever.
No kidding.
I fluff the pillows, make the bed, stock the chairs up. Folded your nightgowns neatly in the case.
I do want to talk about that vowel.
Folded your nightgowns neatly in the case.
Folded your nightgowns neatly in a case. Nightgowns has that's a really good example of nightgowns. Like those could be two really polar opposite vowels. You could really go, I folded your nightgowns, or like really widen that. And he keeps it all very tall and like narrow. And I mean, it's so like minor it's a minor little word in this phrase, but I feel like that is the small little difference that makes it sound so resonant.
Yeah. Well, I think it keeps your clarity.
Exactly.
I used to struggle all the time with O's and Oo's because those wanted to go ooh,
right.
And I immediately, and as soon as I had like one like that, everything started going back, and I would have to, start a new phrase and try to like bring everything forward again. But I could be writing, really nice resonance, really clear, all the stuff that we talk about, and then one word, one vowel can kind of throw me off and lead me straight back into my old habits. And so it was always something I was fighting. So I think even though it's like a tiny word, having those vowel choices that help you stay in line with what you're trying to do is important,
Absolutely.
And that's why we say speak through your whole thing.
Definitely.
It's not just like, speak through the hard part. No, speak through your whole song. Make sure that every vowel, every moment you're having that defined, good, clear, forward resonant vowel.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I would also say that night, that's diphthong, multiple vowels, and then gown is like 3, sounds like gown.
Gown.
Ga-o-un, a-o-un, that's like 3. Anyway, stick to one. Pick one and stick to it. Night. He goes night. And then he goes night.
I feel like he does I think he does a diphthong.
Yeah? Let me...
Night.
Well, either way, I think there's a definite shift of like when he jumps from one to the other. Nightgowns, nightgowns, and he's go straight to gowns,
absolutely
in a case, and like, if you do this and it sounds choppy, you're not done yet. Right? That didn't sound choppy, but also he was jumping straight to the vowels he was singing on, if that makes sense at all.
Oh, totally.
So just, don't spend time getting there. Make sure that when you change from one vowel to another, you're not chewing on it.
Right.
Especially singing in English. But making sure that you're singing on a vowel, not like a transition thing.
Right.
Transitional vowel.
Right. Or not choosing anything. I think and I'm sure for a lot of people, they hear us talk about this stuff and they're like, okay, so they want me to analyze and deeply think about every single vowel of every single word that I'm going to sing. I quit. And that is not exactly what we're saying. I think there is a season. Yeah. There is a season where I did. Like, if you look at my old music from school, it was like every single vowel was written down and I would have to watch it and learn it and sing to it and
think about
speak it and really think about it. And that's just like any technique, any skill that you're going to develop and grow is going to take more time in the beginning. Then it becomes habit and becomes nature. And we want you to grow and build good habits, not bad ones that you then have to unlearn, which we all had to do. So there's no shame in that.
It becomes natural.
It becomes natural.
If you're one of those people who are lucky enough, we grew up singing. We never had to learn how to sing, and like we could always just match pitch. I mostly just mean matching pitch. But like people who are learning how to match pitch, it feels impossible at first. It feels like they just can't do it. And I have worked with multiple people who can do it. It takes time and it's difficult, but you just practice. It's the same as everything else. If you've ever tried to learn how to play guitar, you put your fingers on the strings the first time, you say, this is impossible.
Absolutely.
There is no actual, people are faking it. There's no real, people don't actually play this instrument like this. I must be doing something crazy wrong.
Or it's going to take
Yeah.
forever.
And just kind of leaning into, if you want to get better, you have to like think differently, do things differently. You have to dive in ways that you haven't dived in before.
Yeah.
If you are already really enjoying singing, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But that means you've already found all the stuff you don't need to practice.
Right.
You've already got a bunch of stuff that you've got under your belt, you've got in your toolbox. What we're talking about are new things for your toolbox.
Definitely.
New things for you to work on.
Definitely.
In the case, John said he thrived and put his hand on my cheek and wiped a tear from the side of my face. I hope that I see the world as you did, 'cause I know a life in love is a life that's been lived, so I'll sing hallelujah.
I just have to talk again about when he's in the middle of his voice and then when he goes up, it sounds the same.
It does sound the same.
It doesn't sound like he's reaching. It doesn't sound like it's in any other part of his voice. It doesn't sound like, you know, and this is goals, guys.
Absolutely.
This is goals. You want to be able to have the same timbre, the same sound. People shouldn't notice like, ooh, you know, he's starting to get up there.
Absolutely.
Oh, they're starting to sing up there. La, 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 la. It just sounds really beautiful and consistent all the way through. And I'm going to go practice now.
I know.
So.
Every time I listen to him and DK, they make me want to just go practice.
Man,
and I think that's what good singing should do if you're a singer. You know, it's just like anybody that has a skill, you watch them do it well and you go, oh my gosh.
It's inspiring.
I want to be that good at my thing.
D.O. and DK, but D.O. inspires me
100%
to go practice. It's awesome.
100%.
You were an angel in the shape of my mind. When I fell down, you'd be there holding me up. Spread your wings as you go. When God takes you back, you say hallelujah, you're home.
That was a sad song.
It was a horrendously sad song. I have to go call my mom now.
I know, absolutely. So I think that as always, Dio has taught us to speak, sing, and speak through our songs is how we practice that. Speak through the words of the phrase. And he's also taught us how to use our air, right? He's a really good example of phrasing and using your air through the end of a phrase to make something as simple as a melody like that sound beautiful.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, and I'm gonna do something else. Now, we say this a lot. We say speak through your music, speak through your lyrics a whole bunch, but what does that even mean? And we've done this a little bit in some other videos of just like how to do this, but I'm just going to give it to you guys real quick. I literally pull up the lyrics and I try to do this in rhythm, but at first I'm really just focusing on making it so that I'm relaxed.
Yeah.
But I'm also in the mindset that I'm singing. So I took the supermarket flowers from the windowsill. I threw the day-old tea from the cup. So I'm trying to connect each one, but I'm doing this because I'm checking in, make sure my tongue's not pushing down. I took the supermarket flowers from the windowsill. I threw the day-old tea from the cup. Now I'm going to add my air. I took the supermarket flowers from the windowsill. That was all one phrase where I'm sending my air. I threw the day-old tea from the cup. Okay, now I'm going to try to sing it. And I'm going to keep everything the same as when I spoke it to when I added my air to it. Now I'm going to sing it. I took the
See, but that's what happens.
That's what happens. And this is why it's really good to like practice this without the music going, without singing along to the song. I took the supermarket flowers from the windowsill. I threw the day-old tea from the cup.
I think, though, what you gave us was a really good example of what happens. You see how you go, oh, I'm singing. And then you go back and you go, why? I didn't speak it that way.
Yeah.
I didn't say it that way. I didn't get tripped up at that way.
My voice feels totally different when I'm speaking it versus when I'm singing it.
Right.
Why? Right. And what you don't want to make your speaking voice feel like your singing voice. You want to make your singing voice feel like your speaking voice.
Right.
So this next section, I'm going to do a little bit of a harder section, the pre-chorus. Oh, I'm in pieces, it's tearing me up, but I know. Oh, I'm in pieces, it's tearing me up, but I know. And I'm really focusing on loose jaw, loose tongue.
Yeah.
Loose jaw, loose tongue. Speaking all the way through it, and it's all about that air. We say air and vowel all the time. This is also where you make your vowel decisions. Oh, I'm in pieces, it's tearing. Because are you going to sing pieces or pieces?
Or pieces.
Or pieces, you know what I mean?
Like
there's a lot of different ways, but nothing's wrong. You just have to make choices, right? So, oh, I'm in pieces, it's tearing me up, but I know. Oh, I'm in pieces, it's tearing me up, but I know. Now, I noticed just now, it was really hard for me to keep that phrase going. I totally pulled off my air, but this is where breaking it down, diving into the nitty gritty, piece by piece, phrase by phrase, is going to help you so much because you're going to dive into a song like this, work it for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours.
Yeah.
And then the next time you pick a different song, you're going to have to do half the work.
Absolutely.
Because you've learned so much from deep diving into a song that now it's going to start being just how you sing. You're going to naturally have those phrases. You're going to naturally have those vowel choices. So get weird.
Get weird.
Speak through these lyrics.
Go
People are going to look at you like a crazy person. You're going to talk like a robot. Keep it natural, loose jaw, loose tongue, and use your air. Focus on your air through that. That's air and vowel. Those two things are air and vowel.
Totally.
The rest of it is easy. Keep, you don't have to reach for high notes. Keep it all the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So there you go. There's your voice lesson for the day.
100%. And we hope that you guys found value in this video, in that lesson, in what we have to say about it. We hope that you guys enjoy our content. If you happen to be new, we are Chase and Melia, and we love to sing. We love to do just what we watched us do. So come back for more. Check out a few more videos on our channel, and we will see you guys next time.